we're back for another episode of the personal story. So previously we did the Weapon of Legend, and now we're going to go on to complete a new challenger, which is a level 20, well, which unlocks at level 20. So we're going to head over to Erstagulkin now in Holbreck and find out what this mission involves. So as before, we're just going to head down to the green star that we have down at the bottom here, interact and have a look at the cutscene. Okay. So, in between finishing our level 10 personal story quest, I've also gone up a few more levels, so not as over leveled as I was last time, but you know, I've still 4 levels above.
Here's what I'm gonna be like when I grow up. Rawr, I am the most fearsome Nord in the land. Give me all your candy. And then they'll say, oh no, you're the most scariest of them.
So you find a lot of just idle talk from NPCs as you're wandering around, and this is quite a good example of one. I've never actually noticed this before. But anyway, let's get on to the story.
Yes, I understand your problem.
I'll get straight to the point, Slayer. Do you want to get even with Mikkel Toivason?
Of course. He goaded me into a fight at the Moot and cheated me out of the win. Now he refuses a rematch while bragging that my victories only add to his legend.
Then you should enter the big brawl. Mikkel is last year's champion. If you beat him in the finals, you take his title.
A public thrashing will shut his bragging mouth for good. It's an excellent plan.
Thanks, but there's a catch. White Bear is opening it up to everyone this year, not just Nord. We have no clue what opponents you may face.
The tougher the competition, the greater the glory. It'll make taking down Mikkel that much sweeter. Where do I start?
I was hoping you'd say that. Garm and I will see you at Edinbar's homestead for the preliminary bout. We wouldn't miss it for all the ale and Tyria.
Okay, so this part of the personal story is actually based on what we selected during character creation. So I chose got into a fight as part of my story step, and this is really what, well, the mission that's changed because of that. You know, there would have been alternatives available, but what we're going to do right now is head over to that star, a new challenger, and that's in Wayfarer Foothills. Now, as I've already completed that map, I can go to any waypoint, so I'll just fast travel to the one right next to it. You'll also notice on the loading screen that you get a little globe icon thing next to the map, well, next to the map name once you've completed a section of map or done map completion. So I'm just going to head down to here and we're going to continue with this personal story step. A lot of people here looking for a fight.
Why are you here, Slayer? Even if you reach the finals, I'll just stomp you. Why waste everybody's time?
If it's so easy, you should be happy for the chance to do it again. Or we could just fight now and get it over with.
No. I want to see you humiliated by everyone else. Go ahead. Enter. You'll never even make it to the finals.
White Bear's about to start things off, Mikkel. Stand aside and let our newest contestant check in.
I'm ready. The sooner we start, the sooner I can wipe the smirk off that cheater's face.
Very well. In this preliminary free-for-all, only the last 2 brawlers standing move to the next round. Once you're in the circle, the fight begins.
Welcome to Brawl, Slayer.
Okay, so I can't imagine this taking much. So straight into the circle and see who takes us on.
The free-for-all is about to begin.
So as you're walking around the game, you'll find items that you can pick up and use as weapons, and actually we've got a boulder on the floor. Rather than pick it up though, I'm just going to go in and hit with my own weapons. Not difficult at all. down too easy.
A worthy competitor. You were right about this one here. Choose a challenge for the next round, Slayer, since you did the best here. Your opponent will take the other challenge. After that, the big brawl resumes. The first choice is Nolar, a vicious and prideful son of Svanir who likes to stir up trouble. To preserve the peace, Nolar needs to be humble. Second is Heka Ravenswealth, a Solitude Vale merchant who says the area is infested with Morellos, a new and dangerous beast. They're ruining her business and need to be removed. Choose challengers, battle them, then report to my Char friend Baltius Bloodletter in Butcher's Block. He's an expert in staging such contests. Whoever reaches Baltius first advances to the second round. Take a moment to decide, and then tell me which path you're taking. Best of luck.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Sons of Svanir. Okay, so what will it be? Humble Nola or clear the dangerous Morellos from Heka Heka's territory. Either way, make sure you reach Baltius the Butcher's Block before your opponent. So I'm gonna go for the Sons of Svanir.
Good luck in your challenge.
And off we go. So we've completed this first step. We've got an upgrade as a reward. Sorry, we've got a ring as a reward, an accessory, leather bag, 2 loot bags. Again, you know, these rewards aren't massively... Oh, actually, level 20, yeah, it's not too bad. It's better than what I've got equipped at the moment. So I'm going to go for a power one. And away we go. Level 25, let's have a look at what the reward is. Okay, so we've got some shoulder items. Level 25, so yep, that's absolutely fine to use straight away. And then also a tiny crafting bag, so some materials that we can use. So again, I'm going to go for power. And actually, once I've finished this, I am going to see about potentially refreshing my armor. So let's exit the instance to start off with. And when I say refreshing armor, what I really mean is replacing. I've got an in-game mail, an introduction to a dungeon, which will be available very shortly. And for now, let's head over to the next part of the personal story. So top right hand side in Solitude Vale. So I can just hit that waypoint at the top there. Although it wouldn't really take you too long to run if you haven't already unlocked it. So as I'm making my way over there, I'm actually going to apply that item that we got as a reward. I'll just double click it to add it in, and you can see it swapped it over. I don't really think I've got anything else of use. Oh, actually that great sword's not bad, I can use that. About the boots? No, can't use those. Okay. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. So as I was saying in previous videos, map completion is a really good way to explore the game and also just to level up. You know, every time you undo a new section of the map, you get experience for it, as well as hitting all the waypoints and vistas and so on. So for now, we're just going to get straight back into the personal story, the first attack, and off we go. Now, when you're exploring this area of the game, there's actually a couple of dynamic events that run in here that are worthwhile doing. You get quite a bit of experience for completing those. And in fact, actually, I'm going to apply an experience booster. Well, not a booster, I could go for an experience booster, sharpening stone, and also some food. Just to give me a plus 70 XP on everything that I kill. There we go.
Are you lost or just stupid? This is Sons of Svanir territory. Run home before you get hurt.
I'm here to challenge Nolar, and I'm not leaving until he comes out and fights me. First, I'll teach him manners. Then, I'll take his helm.
His helm? Haha, you'll never even see Nolar. My brothers will crack your skull open, long before he gets here.
Go on, call your friends. I could use a warm-up for the real fight.
So I'm not really sure what you need to do with these ice barrels, but I figure knocking them over is probably a good place to start. Smash all this stuff up for him. Not quite sure why they'd have barrels of ice, but nonetheless, smash them anyway. Here we go.
What in Dragon's name is going on? I told you idiots to lay low until sundown.
Wow. Nice hat. You must be Nolar.
Yeah, I'm Nola, and you're dead. Jormag's tooth, what have you done to them?
Same as what I'll do to you. Beat you bloody. But with you, I'll use that fancy hat as my chamber pot.
It's not a hat, you Doliak's arse. It's a sacred helm. A vision of Jormag led me to it. It means he has chosen me. In his name, I will break you.
Totally love how he's just told him he's going to piss in his hat.
Wear my helmet but me.
Shake it off! Adrenaline surging for great justice! My strength increases!
Oh, you idiot! I need a hand out here.
Shake it off!
I was chosen by Jormag himself.
For great justice! Don't worry, Nolar. I'll take good care of your hat.
It's not a hat, you Doliak's arse.
And tell your boys to behave, or they'll see me again. And I won't be so gentle next time.
So that's another section done. Again, we have another choice of rewards available to us, so we now have a choice of an Avenger's Longsword, which is a great sword. We have an Avenger's Hammer, and also an Avenger's Longbow. So, as these are level 20, and I've just equipped a level 20 great sword already, I think I'm going to go for the Longbow. Show you how that plays out. We've also got a beginner's bag of crafting supplies, and 3 bags of loot that we can open a little bit later. So, let's head over back to Holbreck. I think that's where we're going to have to go anyway. And then we'll finish this next step. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to grab this herb seedling. Okay, so there's a couple of dynamic events happening in this area. So as you can see, we've got one down here, which is a monster of some description that we can kill, and then a protection one just there to capture the tower. And in fact, actually, this next part of the personal story is going to take place in a different map or a different area. So this is taking us into Ascalon, just in the borders, and I haven't been over there as of yet. So I'm just going to go to the closest waypoint, and then we can walk through to get to that area. Seems to be quite a few dynamic events happening on this map at the minute. When I was doing the map completion the other day, I didn't really come across many events, but you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes you can go to a map and there'll be none, and then other times there'll be absolutely loads of them. So, a few bits and pieces that we can do here. In fact, there's a skill challenge, which I'm probably going to do this before we go any further. So with skill challenges, there are multiple different ones or different types of skill challenges. Some of them you commune with areas, other ones you'll have a fight with people. So this one, Snow Leopard only graces the agile and strong with her gifts. if you can prove yourself, I'll give you a blessing. So if we accept the challenge, which we're going to do, all we have to do is just hit this character up.
My strength increases! For great justice!
As I was saying before, generally not too challenging.
Oh, shake it off!
Even though it is a skill challenge. And we've done it. And off we go.
Let you and me head over to the fighting.
So there is actually an event here that is going to take us towards, well in fact we're really next to it. There's probably no point in doing this event being as we're right next to it. Although actually no, we can do it as part of it. I think it's just a case of hitting these dredge up. As I say, yeah, defend the guy from the dredge, that's fine. Do that for a few bits of experience.
The Legion calls.
So far in the game then, all we've really seen is the icy areas, but Ascalon is actually where you started off in the first game. This was originally home to all of the humans, but they got drove out by the Char. For now, let's get on to the semi-finals. So there is
Voltea's Bloodletter. I'm here for the big brawl. I've got the token I received for completing the second challenge right here.
Congratulations, you're in. Welcome to the semi-finals. We'll be all uphill from here. This round of the big brawl is all one-on-ones. There are 3 rounds and 2 rules. Don't leave the ring, and don't kill anybody. Got it?
I got it. 3 rounds, 3 wins. 3 steps closer to me shutting Mikkel Toivosen up for good.
You really don't like that guy, do you? I've had a few ears full of his obnoxious boasting myself. Here's hoping you can shut his big mouth. Provided you can get past the semi-finals.
okay, let's do it.
Welcome to the semi-finals of the Big Brawl. Who will be crowned best mayhem maker in all of Tyria? Our first contestant hails from the frozen city of Ballbrank. Let's welcome the mighty slayer of the ice swarm, Isarmir. Next up, healed by humans everywhere. Let's go for Groove.
So first fight is the Centaur.
Each thirsty. Contestants, ready yourselves and fight!
I demand an opponent worthy of my strength.
For great justice. Shake it off.
You cannot stop me. You are not strong enough.
You see that
You'll
hit?
be in the mist long before me.
For great justice. I can take on the world.
First one's down.
Think back to your home.
Congratulations to the winner of round 1, the Slayer of Isarmir. We're just
No
getting
cheers this
started.
time.
Stay put, folks. You don't want to miss any of round 2's mind-blowing action.
A true fighter. Even I had to pay attention.
Okay. Nice work. I thought the Centaur would have lasted longer than that. The crowd wants more Tarquin the Fierce, so you ready for the next round? I'm ready. Announce me. Alright, the crowd loves you. Keep that winning streak going. I will, and you can bet on that. Let's go.
Looks like our Northern contestant.
So our
Who
next
else is ready
opponent.
for round 2?
This time we're up against a Sylvari.
Contestant, ready yourselves and fight!
Follow the wind, wherever it may
An Elementalist.
Shake it off or break justice.
go. Don't underestimate me.
So Elementalists can deal out some pretty heavy damage, but I don't think that's going to be a problem
Can't
at
let
the
my
minute.
injuries stop me.
So we don't want to be staying in this red ring. So catch on fire.
Round 2 goes to the Slayer. The best is yet to come. Still time to place your bets, but hurry. Round 3 is coming right up.
It was a good fight.
So our
but I
final
can see
round.
There's still more for me to learn.
Okay, so I'm impressed. That Sylvari is a lot more dangerous than most people think, but her delicate little flower routine didn't fool you. Ready for the last round? You better believe it. Nothing can stop me now. Talk is cheap. Get in the ring and prove it. Consider it done.
What a titanic display of pugilistic perfection. Can it get any better? Of course it can.
So we're now up against the
Our
Char.
last contestant kills it, and even gives ghosts nightmares. Let's hear it. A spark. Great blade. This is it. 2 remaining challenges, each ready to knock the other out of contention. Contestants, ready yourselves. And fight!
You should be grateful you even had a chance to step into the ring with me.
A little bit early then.
For great justice. Shake it off.
No lumber exists to be a match for a Char warrior. You can't. I'll crush you.
For great justice.
Final one done.
Your moves were well executed and strong. You have a bright future ahead of you.
Not bad at all. I'm impressed enough to bet a big stack of coins on you to be Toivoson now. Don't let me down.
Don't worry, you're going to win that bet. That guy's been giving me grief for a long time. And I'm going to give it back 10 times over.
Oh, before I forget, I've got a message for you from Heir Stigulkin. She said to give it to you when, not if, you win this round. She wants you to meet her at her homestead before the final fight. Do you really know her? If I could book a fighter like her, I could retire early.
I think her tournament days are over, but I'll pass that along when I see her. Thanks for the info, Balteus. See you at the final round.
Okay, so another section complete. This time as a reward we've got some new leg armor, not really any better than what we've already got equipped. So I'll go for the mighty once again. It doesn't really make any difference. We've got a basic salvage kit and 4 loot bags. Okay. So this time we're going to head back over to back into Holbreck, over to Elstagolkin. So we'll just waypoint straight over there. Okay, so the championship fight. So let's see what Earl's got to say for us, or to
Good to
us.
see you again, Slayer. Come.
Oh,
we
welcome
have to
back. I knew you'd make it this far, but now we have to make sure that you're ready for the final fight. Mek'll beat you before. What have you learned that will help you defeat him this time? And I'm going to go for the ferocity answer, which is I learn I not only have love for fighting, I'm the best at it. Bring on the next challenge. Yes, but you can't just anticipate your next fight and brag on your last victory. Mek'll fell into that trap and it left him friendless and cruel. I see your point. What should I do then? Let me ask you a question. Of the foes you have faced in the tournament so far, which was your biggest challenge? And I'm going to go for the Centaur just because it took more killing. Yet such ferocity binds one to the unexpected. That's how Mek'll beat you last time. You thought you knew everything he had to throw at you. That was a painful lesson, but I've learned it now. We'll see what happens next. Let's test what you've learned. We'll spar and make sure that you're ready for Mek'll. Interested? Sound like fun. So we're going to get to have a go
Stand
at
back, guard.
Earl
I want you as a
Stalking.
witness to this fight, not a participant. Prepare yourself. I won't go easy on you.
Sure, it's not going to be a problem. She's transformed into a bear. That's actually an elite skill. One of the racial elite skills that you can get.
For great justice.
But we haven't got an elite skill unlocked just yet. It's not a very powerful one anyway.
Increase it.
For a legendary foe, she doesn't really take much.
That was excellent. I've seen you fight before, but you're truly in top form now. I think you're ready for this.
I've never felt stronger or surer. And I chalk that up to everything I've learned from you. Thank you, Air.
No thanks necessary, Slayer. It was my pleasure to help you realize your potential. Mikkel is in for the toughest fight of his life. Make your way to the Great Lodge where Newt and Mikkel are waiting. Come on, Garm. This is one tournament fight we don't want to miss.
Okay,
Time you need
let's head over to Newt.
We'll
Okay, so championship fight. And I believe that this will be the last part of this chapter.
Welcome to the championship bout, Slayer. You've earned the right to be here.
Getting this far taught me a lot. Not just about how to fight, but also when to fight, and why.
What a load. You were just lucky getting this far. Why don't you quit now to spare yourself another beating?
Same old Mikkel. Can't build himself up without tearing someone else down.
You're definitely ready, Slayer. Remember everything you've learned. Mikkel is a great brawler, but he is no hero. You can be both. Good luck.
Behold, the Big Brawl's final round. Now we shall determine this year's winner. Are the competitors ready? Good. Then let the championship bout begin.
Now I really can't imagine this being difficult. For all his talk. So, you made it to the finals. Too bad I'm just going to crush you again. And you know it, don't you? Ferocity answer again. We're going to go for what I know is how to beat you, Mikkel. Let's fight. I'm ready, loser. Let's go then.
Ready to travel, Slayer? I'm gonna send you through an Asura gate to Bay Town.
Justice.
Oh, and he's going down too quick.
Not bad. Better than you were, Slayer. I'm still the best. That doesn't
on you.
My back! You messed up my foot! My more great justice! My spine!
Nothing to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the winner and new champion of the Big Brawl.
I want a rematch. I was robbed. I'm stronger than you, tougher than you, and better than you. How could I lose?
It's not about strength, Mikkel. It's about purpose and conviction. You fought well. Don't dishonor yourself now with this whining.
Well done, Slayer. Today we saw you come back from defeat to rise even higher than before. Every Norn should take that lesson to heart.
And they will. My time for glory may be past, but with heroes like the Slayer to inspire us, the Ice Dragon's days are surely numbered.
May we all be there when Jormag falls. Until then, I dedicate my victory to all Norn, everywhere. Come, help me celebrate.
And that's the end. So that's the next chapter done. As you can see, we've got quite a few rewards from this. So we have a Scroll of Knowledge, which will give us a skill point, an Icy Strongbox that will contain some loot. We have a Dolyak Mail, which is chest armor. Then we have some Duty Bound Duffers at level 20, and a Signet of Holbreck, which is of course another ring. So we'll accept that loot, unlocked a couple of skills, and also gained some achievement points for completing that step of the personal story. So that's pretty much the end of this video. So next time when I come back, we'll be looking at the third chapter of the personal story. I hope you've enjoyed watching. See you later.